Hey y'all, so y'all might remember me mentioning the first car that my mother and I went to get in our car hunt, in our hunt to find the car that I'll be driving. We're meeting this dude off Craigslist at a Buc-ee's in like Royce City, so that I can get so we can get this car. We're literally getting the car. We might get the car if it passes the test drive test.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
But I don't think I ever told you guys the story about what happened and why we ended up not going with that car. So basically, like, I think the whole deal, it was on Craigslist? What was this?
Yeah, it was on Craigslist.
It was on Craigslist, and it was on Craigslist, and
it was a great price.
It was a great price.
How much was it?
But it was a great price.
I know I had a limit. I told him it had to be under, I think, $1,500. So, I think it had to be under $1,000. So I think it was $1,000.
Yeah. Really great price. Didn't they say like everything was working?
Yeah.
Did they talk about the head gasket, or were they saying it was a good head gasket?
They said everything was in good condition.
Yeah, man. So they said everything was in good condition, and we started talking back and forth with the owner, and we eventually come to the conclusion. Okay, well, we're gonna meet up. So we go.
Royce City.
That is exactly it.
It was somewhere we'd never been, far away, but we thought it would be worth it. It was a Forester. The price was right. Let's do it.
Yeah, Royce City. So we went out there, and first off, the owner of the vehicle wasn't even the one that was like selling us or like giving us the vehicle. It was like the person they stayed with. It was like a roommate of theirs. But apparently he had like told her, enough information to sell us on the car. And so we get there, she's talking about, okay, well, yeah, this works and it works fine. She's like doing a really good job of like promoting and marketing the car. And she's selling us on the car and doing a really good job of marketing the car. And beforehand we had already like prayed. Me and my mom, we had already prayed. We had asked God. We're like, hey, Lord, we love you. Just give us any signs, if this is the right car. If this isn't the right car, just like let us know somewhat, somehow. Give us spiritual awareness, spiritual wisdom, spiritual guidance, Lord. Just, don't lead us into the wrong path. You already know, like all the essentials. Yeah, I mean, so she's selling us on the car, and eventually we get around to, driving and testing it out, and it feels great, and, she's saying stuff like, wow, you look good in the car, like, this car looks like it's for you, and I'm like, yeah, it feels like it, wow, man, I love this car, and it was a nice car. It had, like, all the space I needed for amps and guitar and instruments in general. It was a really good car, and we were driving, so, and also note that like where we were was kind of rural. It was mad rural, and it was like super, like it was just grassy, and like it just didn't seem like it wasn't the city, is what I'm saying. Like it was like kind of like ducked off on the cool.
Yeah, and dirt roads. Far spaced out houses. It was kind of scary because you could get lost there and not found. Maybe if you disappear, people might not find you for a few months.
That was the type of vibe that the place was giving off, and so we're driving, and
turn right onto West Daniel Dale Road.
I think the car started smoking.
Yes.
Yeah, like we're like maybe 3 minutes away from where we met, driving down the road, and the car starts smoking, and we're like, dang, what's going on? So
bellowing smoke.
Like, yeah.
A lot of smoke. At first it was mild, then it was like a lot.
Yeah. And so we pull over, and Oh wait, and it's funny. Because beforehand, we had a big thing that we were like focused and like, you know, very cautious of is, you know, how's the head gasket? Is the head gasket okay for the car, right? So before we even drove it, we asked the lady like, hey, how's the head gasket? Is it cool? She was like, yeah. She just said everything was fine. So we get to, you know, fast forward back to the car smoking. We pull over, you know, just to check it out, see what's going on. And in the process, when we open the door, we open the hood. Yes, we open the hood to, you know, check out. We don't really see anything. None of us are car mechanics. In the process of us like trying to, I guess, get back in the car and take off, you know, go back to the house, because we're like, you know what, we'll just go ahead and take this car back to, you know, the place where we met, and we can talk about it more there, not on the side of the street. Well, we try to start the car and the car is dead, like it doesn't start. So we're like, interesting. So now we're kind of like, well, we're kind of not stranded, but like, you know, we're basically stranded on the side of the road. And so this guy, this like good Samaritan, this guy saw us on the side of the road.
And this good Samaritan, all of a sudden this car just speeds up and just pulls in next to us. And of course we're in this rural city,
you know,
and we had pulled into this gated farm or whatever, like, you know, somebody's big land. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is the owner of this land, and he sees us pull up in front like we're trying to come into his land, and he's upset because this car pulled up with such urgency like that.
Yeah.
And mind you, it's sunny, a beautiful day. We had on our shorts. We were just chilling, you know.
Sunny, beautiful day. All right. And so he pulls up. We think he's about to be, you know, upset or something. Turns out he's a really good Samaritan. He has like all of the, like, I'm telling you, God sent. He had all of the like, he had all the needed like tools to fix a car at any time. Like he had, you know, he had a fire extinguisher. Yeah. Like he was saying how he saved someone's car from what? He was saying it like someone's car was on the side of the road, like on fire. And because he had this handy dandy fire extinguisher, he like saved them. But anyway, yeah, God sent person just came, started helping out with the car. I was like, oh man, it could be this, could be this. And my mom is like, could it be the head gasket? And the lady, of course, you know, the lady's on the side. Because she's still here at this point. So she's still like trying to sell us in the car. So she's like, no, everything's fine. It's not that. It's not that. It's definitely that. You know, it couldn't be that. It's not that. It's not the head gasket. Mom's like, it's the head gasket. The guy's like, it could be. Let me check. That's possibly it. That could be. The lady's like, no, it's definitely not. You know what I'm saying? Just like trying to like make it seem, you know, like, I don't know, like it's a fluke or like it's just trying to sell us on the car, basically, still. You know?
Yeah, and the guy's like, yes, it could be the head gasket. And by the time she's finished, she's like, you know, maybe it's not the head gasket. You know what I mean?
You know what
like,
I'm saying? Yeah.
She's swaying him from admitting that it could very well be the head gasket.
Right. And then, so he starts jumping. He's like, so we're like, okay, so what can we do? He's like, well, we can try to jump it. And so he
even has a portable battery starter, jump start for your car.
Yeah, portable jump charger thing. He tried to charge our car, and in the middle of him trying to charge our car, it starts raining. Like, it was a beautiful day, no clouds in sight really, and then it just starts raining.
And the sky got dark.
Yeah, it was just like, it was like clearly like for us, it was clearly like God, like, y'all, this ain't the car. Like, this is not the car for y'all. Like, that's how it felt. Like, and looking back, I mean, that's just how it seems. There's no other explanation. Like, that was definitely some supernatural stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, And it really felt like it was only raining in like where we were. It didn't feel like there was raining nowhere else. Like I promise you. It was so weird. And eventually they go back. Like she gets in the car with him.
Oh yeah, because the portable charger
it wasn't charging the car well enough. So she was like, let me go get it. So she was gonna go get her truck, right, and then bring it back up.
Is it charged?
Yeah, and I don't think he had any alligator cables, did he? I don't know why we didn't use his car to jump it. I'm assuming we didn't have alligator cables, and he only had the portable charger thing. So he had everything else but alligator cables. So they went back to her place. Him and her went back to her place to get the alligator cables. And so me and my mom were in the car. And during this time, like after they leave, it stops raining.
Yeah.
That was another thing. After they leave, after they leave, it stops raining.
And the sun is beaming
back on us. Well, and it was crazy because it wasn't even like immediately like that. It really didn't stop raining until me and my mom like went in the car and we like discussed what we just like our thoughts on the situation. Exactly what we just told you. Like this had to be a situation, you know, a sign from God or something. Like, yo, I think God's trying to tell us this in the car. Like, I don't know, this is just really weird. And as soon as we came to that like epiphany, as soon as we came to that conclusion, like it stopped raining.
Yeah. Like God was affirming our thoughts.
Like I'm not lying to y'all. Like I can't lie to y'all. Like I can't make this up, bro. I mean, I definitely can't make this up, but like I'm not making this up, man. Like my mom is here to like.
If I hadn't been there myself to see the weather and everything, I couldn't have believed it could happen that quickly and that suddenly. And let me tell you something else from a black female's point of view. I have natural hair, and I had gotten my hair straightened.
Turn right onto South Greenstone
to go to an event or something. So my hair is straight, and it started pouring down rain. But that man was out there telling us what was wrong with this car and what was possible. I did not try to get in the car and save my hair. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to everything he has to say. I don't care how my hair reverts back to its natural state. I gotta hear what this Good Samaritan is telling us about this car, because he was very knowledgeable.
Seriously, but yeah, I mean, eventually, we got the car jumped? How did we get it back?
Oh, she came and charged the car, and we drove the car while she drove the truck.
Yeah.
And that's when, since we were alone, John and I were alone to discuss it, I said, what I'll do is, here we are in this city called Royce City. We can't even make it back to Dallas if we did purchase it. So I will offer her to buy this car
like
for $400, and I'll just take it to a shop in Royce City, spend the other $800 getting it repaired, and John will have a car.
Yeah.
So we got back to their place, her and her boyfriend or whoever he was, place, and
I think it was just a roommate.
And he or she or he, whatever, they did not accept my $400 immediately.
Yeah.
I said, you know, if you change your mind, call me. You got our number. If a better offer does not come along, we're still interested. That's how much we liked that it was a Forester. The back trunk space was great. It was a cute little size for John and everything.
Yeah, it was really dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically that story. So I mean, long story short, we did not go with that car.
And she made us an hour late for
a rehearsal
with Demoye, and I hate that too. But it was just.
I'm not gonna say she made us late, but the car broke down and all that.
At the light,
Therefore,
turn right onto
we were late. But yeah, so that's all for that story. Do I need to say? Like, can I stop it? Should I be like, click the link below? I mean,
yeah, do something like that.
You can cut that part out. Yeah, so that's all for the story. If you like what we said, and if you like me and my mom, like and comment, and don't forget to
Turn left
subscribe.
onto Rock Springs Road. Then the
We're gonna come up
destination
with
is
an
on your
ending.
left.
We're gonna come up with the ending phrase. Don't worry. All right, y'all.